We're now taking you to Maharashtra, where the back and forth between the two factions of the Shiv Sena very much continues, with Uddhav Thackeray, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and leader of one faction, taking the case now to the Supreme Court in front of the CJI. Remember, this is a fight for both the symbol of the Shiv Sena and the name itself, the original Shiv Sena name. The Uddhav Thackeray-led faction, now known as UBT, has filed a petition challenging the Election Commission of India's decision to recognize the Eknath Shinde-led faction as the real Shiv Sena. We're going to take a look at what the senior leader from this faction, Sanjay Raut, has to say. Take a look.
स्वायत्त स्वतंत्र म्हणून घेणाऱ्या संस्था यंत्रणा या सत्ताधारी पक्षाचा गुलाम झाले असल्या, त्यांना गुलाम बनवलं असलं तरीही आम्ही लोकांना हे दाखवतोय, हे देशाला आम्ही दाखवू इच्छितो की सत्य आणि न्यायाची बाजू ही कशी डावलली जाते. मी काल स्पष्ट सांगितलं आणि मी पुन्हा रिपीट करतो की चिन्ह आणि पक्षाचं नाव यासाठी 2000 कोटीचा सौदा झाला, व्यवहार झाला. हे मी कालही सांगितलं, आजही सांगितलं आणि निकाल लागण्याची प्रक्रिया सुरू होती. आणि ज्या वेळेला स्वतः देवेंद्र फडणवीस सांगत होते की निकाल आपल्याच बाजूने लागेल, मिंदे गटाचे लोक सांगत होते आम्हीच, एक केंद्रीय मंत्री सांगत होते ब्रेकिंग न्यूज आम्हीच, तेव्हाही माझ्याकडे माहिती होती की 2000 कोटी रुपयांचा व्यवहार आणि सौदा या निर्णयासाठी झालेला आहे. त्याच्यामुळे न्याय आणि निर्णय यात फरक आहे. निर्णय हा प्रचंड पैशाचा वापर करून विकत घेतला गेला. हे मी आज पुन्हा या देशाच्या जनतेसमोर सांगतो. 2000 कोटी ही लहान रक्कम नाही, हे मी परत सांगतो.
या संदर्भातले पुरावे काही देणार आहात का किंवा योग्य वेळी बाहेर? कारण की
योग्य वेळी काय लवकरच
विरोधक पुरावेच विचार.
अरे कोण विरोधक? तुम्ही कोणाला विरोधक मानताय? आम्ही भाजपचे विरोधक आहोत. आमची लढाई मिंदे गटाशी नसून देश हुकुमशाहीकडे नेणाऱ्या यंत्रणा आपल्या पायाखाली भारतीय जनता पक्षाशी आमची लढाई. मिंदे गट त्यांचा गुलाम आहे. पात्रता
भारतीय जनता पार्टी
म्हणून त्यांनी भारतीय जनता पक्षानं पैसा मिंध्यांचा आणि यंत्रणा त्यांची अशा पद्धतीने हा न्याय विकत घेतला.
अमित शाह ने कहा है सर, महाराष्ट्र में लोकसभा 48 सीट असली शिवसेना और
ग्रुप देशात त्यांनी पुन्हा सत्तेवर येऊन दाखवावं. आमच्या त्यांना शुभेच्छा.
सर हिंदी में
सर आपण जशा पद्धतीने काल मुख्यमंत्र्यांच्या संदर्भात विधान केले,
बोला पुढे बोला.
गुन्हा दाखल झालेला आहे.
जानना चाहेंगे आज जो है आपने सामना में एक संपादकीय में लिखा है कि
Okay, let's go over to my colleague Ananya Bhatnagar. He's our legal correspondent for some clarity on what's going to take place in court. Ananya, clarity required on one particular area. We know that the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde on Saturday filed a caveat saying that he wanted his side heard before Thackeray's plea. All right, we'll wait a second because we have lost our connection with Ananya. We'll go over to Mihir first to understand more about what is being said on our screens right now. Mihir, can you translate for us what it is that Sanjay Raut has just said regarding the plea today in front of the Supreme Court?
Absolutely. As far as Sanjay Raut is concerned, he again reiterated the fact that the EC order that came against them was actually bought by the Shinde group. Now he's clearly claiming that his fight is against BJP. The Shinde faction is only a slave of BJP, and it is the BJP that is misusing the central agencies to bring things in their favor.
Okay.
And clearly we can see that this war of words is getting more aggressive by the day. As the Thackeray faction being on a back foot with the EC decision that will be challenged in court. We'll have to wait and watch what comes out from the Supreme Court. matter as far as this entire issue is concerned.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Let's go over now to our colleague Ananya Bhatnagar, our legal correspondent. Ananya, what I wanted to understand from you was this. The other faction, Eknath Shinde's led Shiv Sena, has filed a caveat on Saturday where they've demanded that they be heard before any orders passed on the Thackeray plea. So what does that effectively mean will take place in court?
Well, Toya, before anything else, we have some breaking news for our viewers that is coming in. And the CNN News 18 has been confirmed exclusively that the Uddhav Thackeray lawyers are waiting in queue to get a mentioning number. And as soon as a serial number is granted to them, the matter would be mentioned before a bench headed by the Chief Justice of India. Remember that the challenge to this particular EC order will be made before the topmost court of the country. And we are hearing that senior advocates Kapil Sibal or Devdutt Kamath are likely to mention this particular matter before the bench headed by Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice Dhananjay Yashwant Chandrachud. Now, coming to your question about how a caveat would affect this particular proceeding is that whenever, in fact, the matter would be taken up or urgent hearing is sought in this particular matter, no kind of an ex parte order or a single party order can be passed in this particular case. It's only after hearing both the Uddhav faction and the Eknath faction, then only can an order be passed in this particular case. Because a caveat has been filed, basically what a caveat says is that no kind of ex parte order should be passed.
Ananya, just stay with us for a second. I want to take our audiences to what the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, has had to say on this. Let's take a quick look, then we'll come back to you.
कुठलंही कन्फ्युजन होऊ नये याकरताच काल शिवसेनेचे खासदारही आमच्या मंचावर होते आणि अतिशय स्पेसिफिकली एनडीए म्हटलंय त्यांनी मोदींच्या पाळण्यात टाकताना एनडीए म्हटलंय त्यामुळे कृपया कन्फ्युजन क्रिएट करू नका ते होणार नाही आम्ही आमचा सगळा फॉर्म्युला ठरलाय तो योग्य वेळी आम्ही जाहीर करू
Please don't confuse the matter.
योग्य रिप्रेझेंटेशन
That's why we have
शिवसेनेला मिळालं तसंच रिप्रेझेंटेशन शिवसेनेला मिळालं
अमित शहा शत्रू नंबर 1 आहे असं उद्धव ठाकरे
as far as the Shiv Sena is
त्यांनी ठरवायचं कोणाचा
concerned,
काय मग आम्ही कधी कोणाला शत्रू मानलं
as far as the
आम्ही वैचारिक विरोधक मानतो त्यांनी शत्रू मानायचं
we
शत्रू
will bring
मानायचं
it out as the time is correct.
To our colleague, our Mumbai Bureau Chief Vinaya Deshpande for context now on what Fadnavis has had to say and where this positions us. Vinaya, over to you.
Well, Toya, we have seen that there has been a war of words in Maharashtra politics, especially after the Election Commission decided on the election, on the symbol as well as the name of the party, which will now be given to Eknath Shinde. After that, we have seen that Uddhav Thackeray-led faction had made several allegations. Now, on the background of Amit Shah's visit to Maharashtra, where Amit Shah has said that the BJP will gain substantial seats in Maharashtra in the coming Lok Sabha elections. Today, Devendra Fadnavis, while speaking to the media, has said that there is a clear-cut understanding of division of seats between both Eknath Shinde camp as well as the BJP, and that this arrangement will be made public when the time is right for it to be made public. But as of now, he says that substantial seats will be given and adequate representation will be given to the Shinde faction, just the way adequate representation was given to the Uddhav Thackeray faction when it was together with the BJP. That's a crucial statement coming from Devendra Fadnavis at a time when Amit Shah has already visited the state and has given out a clear-cut target to the BJP about the coming Lok Sabha elections. There have been several speculations about what kind of a pre-poll or post-poll arrangement will the BJP get into. Devendra Fadnavis there talking elaborately about it, saying that there is already an understanding in place with Eknath Shinde about the distribution of seats between the two parties for the coming Lok Sabha elections be made public at the right time. Back to you, Toya.
Okay, can you just tell us, Vinaya, we know that one of the things that the Eknath Shinde-led faction wanted was that they wanted their side to be heard before the Supreme Court made its decision. Do we know what's going to take place in that sense, in that order?
Well, it's a caveat that has been filed by the Eknath Shinde group in the Supreme Court saying that there should be no ex parte order in case anybody approaches them, making them a party or with respect to the Shiv Sena whatsoever. As of now, we hear that the Uddhav Thackeray group is in the process of approaching the Supreme Court to challenge the decision by the Election Commission.
Okay, Vinaya, thank you for that context. We've had 3 different reporters join us on this story. I'd like to thank all of them, Mihir, Ananya, and of course our Bureau Chief, Vinaya Deshpande. It's time for a short break. On the other side, some very exciting news that we're keeping a track of. This is the Breaking News Show.